And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Planet Crafter here. We're going to prep some high-quality food. We're going to go exploring. I'm questioning if the game is deciding I need more asteroids. Hopefully not. Do you want to bring the rover out? Probably do want to bring the rover out. Yeah, I think we're going to go explore some places where we need explosives, so let's bring the rover out with explosives. Yeah, I think things are going well in the game. Maybe a bit slow at the moment. Although, I think that's because I'm not spamming heat and pressure at the moment. I'm waiting for the next wave on the heat and the pressure instead of just spamming them out. Next level. And we only got 2 orders of magnitude left to go before we're actually, I think, at the end of the game. So we've made some significant progress on the plot line for the sort of aliens that got here first. I think at some point we gotta go blow up their thing that is stopping or depowering everything. We don't need to do that right yet. In fact, I'm not sure we've got the right tool to do that yet. And then we've also got a whole lot of, I suppose I can do more trees, right? I can go out and basically plant a bunch of trees in an attempt to encourage a little more terraforming by increasing the oxygen rating and the plant rating. And right now we're riding out to where we saw some things to blow up with explosives. So I want to bring the rover because I've got the explosive in the back of the rover. And yeah, I think in a way there isn't necessarily anything we necessarily need to go exploring to find. Although there's definitely stuff that going and exploring to find makes more convenient, like the fertilizer and such. Is that enough to get in? Nope, I'm gonna need a second charge. I probably don't need to run that far away to not be caught in the blast radius, but good practice is always seek cover, dealing with explosives. That's a bit of disappointing chest. Some technically behind that door, behind the wall. And then to save some trips, I can go ahead and do base building, a small foundation grid. On this foundation grid, we'll put a marker storage. And then things I don't care about can go in the locker storage with a supply everything order. And then if we have demands for it in the base, it'll get pulled back to the base without me even needing to ask for it. And you can see we put some things like, oh yeah, bring the super alloy home. Bring the uranium rods home, right? So it's doing it. Nice and convenient. Okay, so we got more stuff we're gonna have to blow up explosives. I'm gonna have to make some more explosives to fully explore this place. I have unloaded all the explosives. I only have the 2 explosives left me. Or made, so I'll have to be what it is. For the moment at least. Back in we go. And if you're running the speed that I'm running through these hallways disorienting, feel free. I believe YouTube, well, you might not be able to do it on Twitch, but YouTube has the ability to set the playback speed. Nice, turn the playback speed down a little bit for yourself. Or conversely, if you're finding I'm playing the game too slow in certain bits of exploration, feel free to turn your recording speed, the play speed up. People watching it live on Twitch obviously can't do that, but people on YouTube probably can. I've hit 10,000 Terra tokens, apparently, from mostly looting, probably. There's another chest there, and the fusion reactor to open up some doors. I'm trying to do some prioritization between what we put in the chest here. Because otherwise, let's just make it of the chest. In fact, that's what I will do. But some of the stuff we're going to want to bring back that isn't set to have a destination on the other end. Sounds like asteroids are approaching. We're inside, so we'll be safe. At least I think we'll be safe. Sounds awfully close for being inside a very solid crash site. Access card. Okay, so this ship has a vault. We found the access card to the vault. Ooh, interesting. Animal effigy Sharky. It's apparently not supposed to come down here. It's a visible wall that stopped me from going further that way. There's a vent to outside because we've been terraforming. There be plants and trees and stuff in here. Okay. Get back out, empty the inventory again. Because we apparently have more stuff to find. Yeah, I'm not really expecting to find anything in particular, although there's definitely... The fuses would be the value find, right? Realistically. Okay, that's a pulsar. Well, semi-interested in the pulsar. For that to crash to respond to that. Yeah, I think realistically that's all I'm going to get out of that one. Although, 9 bits of pulsar is not a bad haul. That's almost a power plant. Oh, well, actually almost 2 power plants. For the next step, tree seed. Actually, I definitely don't have that in the system. Let's shove that in the back of the truck. Yeah, running through the ship here and make sure we got everything. I know I put some iron back in that chest. Grab that chest. Don't think there was any in here. Or if it is, it's well hidden by the plant matter. And there's an upper story there. Grab the contents of you. Kitchen here. Some bits of the kitchen are disassemblable. Although not knowing how much they're worth, we're not gonna disassemble any of it. See if I can not get held up on the train too much. I think there's like one corridor we haven't been down yet. Okay, now I think this is done. I think that was the last one. Went around a corner and basically came to a dead stop. Okay, and then we want to grab everything I think would be useful that the bots aren't currently pulling. For example, let's not bother with the... Oh, also I didn't set this one to supply everything. That might be what the bots aren't pulling it. Wait. No, I didn't find where that access card goes. Oh, I know where the access card probably goes. It probably goes behind the bit we need to explode. Okay. Get back to base. Because if I'm going to do anything else here, we need explosives. Obviously came out of an asteroid of some sort and just didn't despawn for whatever reason. Yeah, we drive a truck back to base. This game does, I think, support co-op, which is why the rover obviously has a couple seats in the back, so you and your mates could all hop on the rover and drive out to someplace. A little bit of shallow bit here, so we'll go ahead and board the stream with the vehicle. You know, terraforming is moving, a bit slow, but it's moving. So I probably need to get more plant life going. And or insect life going. Oh, there's the tier 2 machine optimizer. How does that compare to the tier 1? Obsidian. Okay, so to see how much better that is, I should go grab some obsidian at some point. As I slowly try to get more and more stuff designated to come in. Yeah, if I have explosive powder, it wouldn't be that hard just to build more tier 4 heaters. What do we need the heat for? I think we only have one recipe left to pick up the heat. I have 0 recipes to pick up the heat. Yeah, okay. Although I think that would just still continue to progress the overall terraforming, right? Or I could just throw the iridium rods, just to reduce the amount of iridium rods I have. Yeah, I could just throw some iridium rods in the transport. Get some value out of her. Out of her rocket. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the rocket to go and come, apparently. So, got some value out of it. I'm gonna get launched. My bots may be just a little busy. Yeah, they're just a little busy. See if I can find some surface iron anywhere near the base. That's titanium, that's not iron. With the logic being I want to make a couple more of those robots to go out and help retrieve items. There we go. the 4 robots sent off to do work. I need to... Oh, I'll need more circuit boards to set off more explosives, won't I? Maybe we shouldn't turn those robots, those circuit boards into robots after all. So remembered, I need circuit boards also for the explosives. Well, let's see how good the new tree seed is. Tree bark mutagen T2, tier 2 mutagen. So I no longer need a seed as an input. And it's 450% oxygen multiplier. So if our goal is to get oxygen, pretty good. Only cost is it requires tier 2 mutagen, and I think we've unlocked that yet. We might be getting close. Yeah, we're getting close. We're more than halfway there. That's maybe an argument for getting more plants going then. Or no, not more plants, more insects going. One of the Twitch chatters said, "Well played, let's collab, kindly add me on Discord. But cut out the space between, or added space between dis and cord." Why do you want to... I don't generally play things multiplayer, so I'm not sure if collabing with me is the best of plans. Especially if that's your first chat. I haven't seen any of your stuff, and this is presumably the first you're seeing of my stuff. So yeah, if I can, I probably want to work on some Adpor farms. Give us some more plants, give us some more insects, or just get more butterfly farms going. The thing that would be holding us up on that would be, do I have the uncommon larva to make the bees? I think the answer is no. I think that's why we give up and making more farms. Yeah, it's the larva that's going to be the difficulty there. Although I have a couple, so that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, and then we need the bacteria sample, so that's mutagen. Yeah, we got plenty of fertilizer. Probably have plenty of explosives. Just shorten circuit boards and, well, the larvae at some point. Oh, actually, I might need to make some more explosives as well. Let's put that somewhere else. Did I put explosive powder? Explosive powder's in here. Okay. Pull out and put the other one. Gotta wait for it to actually spool up. So there we go, now it's going, so now I can click X and walk away, and it'll be fine. Oh, I was coming over here not for the butterfly, but for the honey. Okay, has the trade rocket come back? Not yet. That's a pretty long round trip. Oh, it's got a minute left. Okay. Yeah, pretty long round trip on that. Okay, let's get the next one. Turned into a B. Each of these requires 2 Bs. If anything, I probably need to sit outside and find some more uncommon larvae. Okay, so that's our trade rocket back. Let's fly over there. Comment. You're a comment. That's what we're looking for. You're a comment. No, and the rocket's returning. There it is, coming in for its landing. I have to kind of tell what we want have brought in. Not sure if we want the cooking station, although it wouldn't be that hard, right? Picking up cocoa seed. In fact, actually, let's say we want cocoa seeds, wheat seeds, the cooking station, in case we need that to cook the cookies. Oh, you gotta buy it. It's jetpack for the vehicle is in these coins. Okay. Okay, so we've queued those up for trade. Which presumably means when the rocket goes next time, it will bring those back. If we want pressure heat, then we gotta use this for the pressure and heat as well. Power multiplier would be a little tempting. Just keep it simple. It's gonna be well for the trade market goes again anyway. Unless I do like throw a bunch of iridium rods in it and just get rid of them. There we go. And I did get another larva, so we can do another bee. Get that one underway. That didn't work, right? Yeah, that worked. So, fertilizer mutagen. Make the bee. Oh, I happen to have a tier 2 mutagen. Okay. And then for the farm, I need tier 2 fertilizer and a super relic. Might have to make it tier 2. Nope, I got a tier 2. Must have all those upstairs. Yeah, I think I moved them upstairs. We'll do more beans. It'll screw the ratio of honey up to beans, but that's probably fine in the short run. Nope, I need fertilizer because I forgot the fertilizer that was in my inventory, which is making the bee. And then I do have a tier 2 kitchen, so let's make one of those tree seeds. I'll make a tier 3. Tree farm. Park. Oh, got the tier. Did I forget to put a seed in the tree farm? Yes. Reality delivery of pulsar crystal. Yeah, I've got to put a tree in the tree farm. Whoops. They don't provide anything with no seeds in them. Oh, actually, it's providing plants. It's not providing oxygen. Yeah, it's providing oxygen. Okay, where's that crash site? Got all the debris over here. Yeah. I think this was the debris over here. I'm the best of luck finding the pulsar if it is. Looked like the pulsar one. Well, the way the debris crumpled here, it's going to be real hard to get into the pulsar. Yep, unless I can delete some of the debris, which I don't know how to do. Not going to get very many, but some is better than none, I suppose. Especially because it's just a random drop. Okay. We can go you. That should make a tree seed. It does. Under process. I'll make another bee. There we go. In the meantime, I need a tier 3 tree spreader, which means I'm actually gonna need some tier 3 or tier 2 fertilizer. Okay, got that. That makes that easy. And a biosample, which we have, and a super alloy, which of course we have. So now I'm just waiting for the seed. Farm is a water bottle and a fertilizer. The bee is probably going to be done first. so we can set the farm up. Probably want more squash. Do it. I'm trying to remember what the squash is, and the answer is well, there, of course. Okay, so to do more farms, I'll need to find more uncommon larvae. I don't think we're far enough through the terraforming to be able to have a building that makes them yet. I believe that is the ecosystem. So we've got to like double the number of insects first. You're half done. I think we're about to get an asteroid. Hard to tell. Wait. Doesn't I have everything I need for the spreader? Oh, it overlapped with the outdoor farm. That's what's going on. So I just need to make a tier 1 fertilizer into tier 2. We need algae, squash, and a couple of methane samples. Squash, grab methane samples and algae, and we'll make it. We'll then check the seed. The seed's done. Okay, so we can go set the whole shebang up in one go. Get a little bit more plant, a little bit more oxygen. And then I might double check to make sure we got everything from the top of the iridium area. Around here should work. Spacing the tree growers out, because the trees do get in the way for maneuvering yourself and the rover. In theory, it would make sense to sort of clump them all together so you can get overlapping fuses. But if you're having problems with maneuvering around them to get in and out when you're doing work on them, then that's a problem. So I don't do that. Okay, we go up the top here. Not sure if we got all the stuff up here, which is what came up here the second time. For example, there's a chest we didn't loot with a production multiplier. Uncommon larva. What we happen to need for more bees. I think it might have just been the one chest. Looks like it's just a loop. Couple things in the middle. And then way up here, you can look down below. That's about it. Oh, rare? We'll take some rare. Eventually we'll want them for the rare ones for making butterflies, maybe? Let's see if I can find enough space to actually unload the inventory here. And then we'll go hunting for circuit boards. Although we'll do that in the next part. We'll get another beat underway here, because we're going to want more beats. Okay, terraforming index. We're making progress. We got the tier 2 optimizer. We'll have to go hunting for some obsidian, which we'll probably do in the next one. We'll go grab some obsidian. See how much that's an improvement over the tier 1. I was thinking it was probably 1 more fuse. Maybe it's 3 more fuses. In which case it would be a cost-efficient way to make 3 more fuses in the network. But we'll check. We're still about only a third of the way to ore extractor. There's maybe an argument for trying to get some more pressure. Auction's coming along. When we get water life collector, that'll be good for making animals. Because we need that for the aquarium. Which we're more than halfway to. Heater is soon. Well, I say soon. We're 7/8 of the way there. Mostly by plants pushing us along. So we'd probably be pushing for more trees. Especially if we can find more tier 2 mutagen. Because upgrading to the better tree is probably worth doing. Well, that upgrade to the better tree is worth doing if I need more oxygen. I just need any seed, right, for the plants. Don't need the best seed. Yeah, we have no animals yet. So that's the state of the run. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. Tomorrow's part will be the last part of Planet Crafter before I am going away to help with someone else moving. So the streams will continue in the future. There's actually going to be 3 more streams before I go, although this is the last stream of Planet Crafter before I go. And then tomorrow's part, if you're watching YouTube, will be the last part recorded before I go. I'll bring that up again in the next one. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here to get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea. Well, I say sip some tea. End this tea. And go replace it with a can of soda, so I have something to drink for the last part. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.